Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do Go Math pages today. We're trying to finish up this chapter 1. It's going really fast because it's all review. So what I'm going to do is show you the page and we'll get this done really quick. I do like to do the video though, because if you're just looking at the lessons or the pictures that I put on there and you think, oh, I know how to do those. I know you can read the directions, but this would be the teaching that I would be doing in the classroom. I probably would use the Elmo machine that projects the page up, and we do it a certain way. Plus there'd be a teacher right at the table, either me or Mrs. Nicholson. We team together, and she'd be right there to direct the kids. So that's why I like to do the lessons and not just give you the pages, okay? All right, so thank you to all the people who watch them. I can tell when you're watching the videos because you're doing it correctly. All right, so on this page it says, place a counter on each orange as you count, and then move the counters into the 10 frame, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and count the orange. 1, 2, use your counters, boys and girls, 3, 4, and 5. And it doesn't matter what color you use for this. Now I'm just going to move them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have a 5 frame and every box is full, so we know there are 5. Now it also says to draw the counters, so you could trace around them, but I'm starting to think it's easier just to push them up off the side and draw your own circles. Try to make them nice and big though. I don't want a teeny tiny one. I don't want it the size of a Skittle or an M&M. I want it the size of a, I was going to say quarter, but this might not quite be a quarter size. Okay, good. And then you can color them. I will color them in later, okay? The color doesn't matter so much on this page. We've got a page coming up where the color is going to matter. All right, now I'm going to turn this over. Okay, and it says the exact same thing. Place a counter. Oh, let's use the yellow side. Those are lemons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you notice that the lemons are in a straight line. Okay, and what we do when we test, we have different counting sets for the kids, and some of them are in a straight line. Some of them are in rows, and some of them are in a circle. Can you guess which ones are the hardest? Yeah, the ones in a circle are the hardest. Okay, so what we're going to do is just move them down here, fill up the boxes, okay? We'll draw those, and then don't forget to trace your 5. We're not writing yet. I think that's tomorrow where we're writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we fill up all the boxes. Now, these are harder, and I know it's not going to be too hard because there's only 5. But when the numbers get bigger, this is hard because what kids do, they start, let's say they start here and they count, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They forget where they started, and it's a very common mistake. So you can imagine if there were 15 in here and they were in a circle, the kids forget where they start. So I usually tell them to, put your finger on there. Okay, leave that finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't count it again. That's where we started. Or you could put an X on it like that. Okay, I started on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could move them into the boxes, but I think you guys know how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can color them later. I will color them later. All right, now when the directions don't say color, then the coloring isn't really important. You can just draw them in there. Okay, now this, parents, you've got to read the directions. I'm telling you the directions, but last week we had some kids practicing numbers in here, and it's the boxes are not for practicing numbers, okay? So when I read the directions, it says place counters to show 5. So somebody has to tell them what number to make. All right, so put the counters in here. If you want to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we could even shake them up and say, okay, I got 2 red and 3 yellow. Okay, write the number and draw the counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the number 2, or actually, I'm sorry, that was 3. This is 4. Place counters to show 4. Okay, let's just take 4. I'm going to shake them up. Now, this is just for fun because I think there's another page later on that has you do that. All right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, read the directions. We just did 3, 4, 5. The directions are down at the bottom. The directions say place counters to show 5. And I know the kids can't read those directions, so parents have to read them. And if they were in the classroom at the tables, we'd be reading the directions. We'd say, okay, let's make 5 again. Okay, this is called modeling the numbers, or making 5 is what it's called. And then down at the bottom, place counters to show. Oh, they're going to trick us. I bet you thought we were going to do 4. Place counters to show 3. 1, 2, 3. So if you guys do this and you put 4 or 5, then I know you didn't watch the video or read the directions. This time they're tricking us. We were practicing 4s and 5s, but they throw in the 3 to see who was listening, right? Okay, so we've got this page done. Just real quick, we're going to do the other side. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, remember in between these pages, there's the one that's not colored. Those are homework pages. I forgot to mention that yesterday. I tore those out because I was going to try to give those boys who didn't have the packets, I was going to make copies of those. But then they ended up ordering new Go Math pages, so I didn't. Okay, you have to read the directions. It says Carl needs 5 pieces of each kind of fruit. Now, I like to use the kids' names, so whatever your child's name, you can substitute their name, and it just makes it a little more personal, a little more fun. How about Mrs. Jenkins? Mrs. Jenkins needs 5 pieces of each kind of fruit. Circle to show all the sets that Mrs. Jenkins could use. Maybe I have 5 friends coming over. Could I give them limes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can. Could I give everybody an orange if I have 5 people at my house? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's only 4, so let's X it out. Could I give everyone a lemon if they came to my house? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I have one for everybody. And then down here it just says draw a picture to show what you know about the number 5. So we know a lot. I could make 5 stars. I'm going to let you guys choose what you want to make. You could make hearts or stars or people, and then what else do you know about the number 5? You know how to write it. I could put that up here. Do you know how to spell it? F-I-V. You might say, well, I don't remember how to spell it, but, oh, I was going to say that's on yesterday's page. Remember yesterday's page? Whoops, I guess I don't have it handy here. Yesterday's page, we wrote the word 5. F-I-V-E. Okay, good job. And that is it, okay? Tomorrow we're going to do this. There's only a few pages left, and then we're going to move on to chapter 2. All right, take a picture, and I don't care which pages you take. You can go like this, I know you did them. You can go like this, take a picture. I don't need to see all 4, okay? I just want to make sure that you watch the video today and you know what assignment I assigned, okay? Counting, modeling, and counting to 5. Good job.